Today's Gospel reading is from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 22, starting at verse 1. Judas agrees to betray Jesus. Now the festival of unleavened bread, which is called the Passover, was approaching. The chief priests and the scribes were looking for a way to put him to death, for they were afraid of the people who listened devotedly to his teaching and who respected his spiritual wisdom. Then Satan entered Judas, the one called Iscariot, who was one of the 12 disciples. And he went away and discussed with the chief priests and officers how he might betray him. They were delighted and agreed with him to give him money. So he consented and began looking for a good opportunity to betray Jesus to them at a time when he was separated from the crowd, because the people might riot or stop them from seizing him. Then came the preparation day of unleavened bread, on which the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed. So Jesus sent Peter and John, saying, "Go and prepare the Passover meal for us, so that we may eat it." They asked him, "Where do you want us to prepare it?" He replied, "When you have entered the city, a man carrying an earthenware jar of water will meet you. Follow him into the house that he enters, and say to the owner of the house, 'The teacher asks, where is the guest room in which I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' Then he will show you a large upstairs room, furnished with carpets and dining couches. Prepare the meal there." They left and found just as he had told them, and they prepared the Passover. When the hour for the meal had come, Jesus reclined at the table, and the apostles with him. He said to them, "I have earnestly wanted to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I say to you, I will not eat it again until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God." And when he had taken a cup and given thanks, he said, "Take this and share it among yourselves, for I say to you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine from now on until the kingdom of God arrives." And when he had taken bread and given thanks, he broke it and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." And in the same way he took the cup after they had eaten, saying, "This cup, which is poured out for you, is the new covenant, ratified in my blood. But listen, the hand of the one betraying me is with mine on the table. For indeed the Son of Man is going as it has been determined. But woe, judgment is coming to that man by whom he is betrayed and handed over." And they began to discuss among themselves which one of them it might be who was going to do this. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.